almost 25 years in the industry. How do you look at that as a journey?
I look back at the journey with happiness, with uh, with the hunger to do more, and definitely not satisfied. Happy but not satisfied. Let's look at it that way. And yes, miles to go before I sleep. That's all I can say.
Uh, Somebody who started with a big film, the journey, how did you take that journey, first of all? You started with a film, with a big film, you had one Karina, I remember that film talking about it. How did the journey take off and how did you steer yourself to the journey? Although you being a boy from the industry, a star kid, so to say, tell me the challenges you faced.
Uh, I've only looked at it as a process of learning. I didn't come into the industry fully prepared. I came into the industry wanting a job, and I got my first film as a job. And I just jumped into the deep end of the ocean, and I wanted to learn. And I was fortunate that the first film worked out for me because my director worked very hard on me. सतीश जी ने बहुत मेहनत की मुझ पर. And वो newness, वो rawness भी character को suit कर गया. And the movie worked commercially also, and it was a dream for any actor to have his first film so successful, and my first film was very successful. Thereafter, of course, I was on my own, and I had to navigate the unpredictability of this film industry. So I just took it as a learning experience. Some choices were right, some were not, but it was all about falling, picking yourself up, and then moving ahead. And it was only after a few years that I found my niche with Kya Kool Hai Hum and Golmaal, and Khaki was the first turning point wherein I got noticed even in a multi-starrer. And then I did Golmaal, Kya Kool Hai Hum, Dhol, Shootout, and thereafter I think it was, even up until now, I think it's only been getting better and better and better. So I look at it as a learning experience. The entire last 25 years is a great learning experience, and something that has encouraged me to aim for another 25 years too.
But what is the process? How do you, what is the process that goes behind choosing a role, getting a role? What is the process that Tushar Kapoor follows?
Yeah, the most important thing before choosing a role is hearing the story. The story has to be appealing to me, and I'm an old school cinema child. So when I'm hearing narration, I should be enjoying it like one would enjoy a Manmohan Desai film in the 70s and 80s, or a Yash Chopra film, or a Raj Kapoor film. You know, the kahani has to be interesting. फिर मेरा रोल इंटरेस्टिंग है कि नहीं, क्या ये लोग पसंद करेंगे, क्या लोग इस रोल में मुझे appreciate करेंगे, is there scope for me to do something new, all those kind of things. And the most important thing beyond all this is your gut feeling. Am I going to enjoy myself working in this unit with this director producer team, or am I going to enjoy myself doing this role, and will it be can this movie do well? All the things put together, you get one gut feeling in your mind, in your gut, in your heart, whatever you would like to call it. And that is when I decide कि हाँ बोलना है कि ना बोलना है.
Do you pick up the phone and call even if you hear somebody is making a film, announcing a film, and would want to be part of the Tushar does that?
I have done that sometimes, not too often. It's not my personality. I believe, and today I think in this era, I think most of the films that are being made, and the good films especially, they know who they want, and they know what I'm capable of. So unless I feel that my calling up somebody will be respected and will be appreciated and will be useful, I don't do it, because it's not something I'm comfortable doing. But I have done it a few times.
Challenges when they say the advantage of being a star kid, being an industry kid. What do you think are the disadvantages of everybody keeps asking advantage? What is that one disadvantage of being a star kid? Is there a disadvantage, if at all there is?
There are advantages and disadvantages to everything. So I think the advantages of being a star kid probably are the fact that you have grown up in this line. So you understand that it's very unstable, very unpredictable. So we accept the highs and lows probably with experience of having grown up in this world of films. And the disadvantages are more towards the fact that, you know, people are wanting to make it tougher for those who come from within the film industry. I think they want to examine the artist again and again. No matter how much you achieve, there's always a new test, a new examination, a new hurdle to be crossed. Because it's, I think it's hard for a lot of people within the industry to really accept, okay, he's so-and-so's son, but he's doing okay, he's doing well, he's made a name for himself, he's self-made. They don't want to do that. They don't want to accept that. I think it's tougher for insiders in that sense. I think maybe the advantage also would be that we get a launch a little easier. Nowadays, though, I think it's become a level playing field. Unless you are seemingly going to be accepted by the audiences, you don't even get a launch. From if you're part of the film industry also, you don't get a launch. If producers and directors don't think you're worth it. But maybe there is a slight edge as far as, you know, getting a foothold initially. But to be accepted by the industry, to be accepted by the media, that I think can be tougher for insiders also, you know, because हमें हमेशा एक चुनौती के तौर पर जज किया जाता है और एक चैलेंज के तौर पर हमारे लिए मतलब एक नई चुनौती खड़ी की जाती है, ऐसा आई फील. बट आई हैव लुक्ड एट दैट पॉजिटिवली बिकॉज ऑडियंस इज ऑलवेज देयर. और ऑडियंस जो बोलती है, ऑडियंस का बोलबाला है. फील ऑडियंस डिसाइड करती है किसको सर्वाइव कराना है. आई वुडंट बी हियर फॉर 25 years अगर ऑडियंस का प्यार नहीं मिला होता. तो आप कितना भी किसी को नीचा मतलब खींचने की कोशिश करे ना करे, ऑडियंस का प्यार होगा ना तो आपको काम मिलता रहेगा. दैट आई बिलीव कि दे आर वेरी प्योर, दे आर वेरी अनबायस्ड, they are not judging you for who you are. They're not misjudging you, they're not being harsh, or they're not giving you extra grace marks also. They are judging you purely on the basis of love, on your work on screen, on your choices, on the kind of performances you've given.
तुमने बोला कि लोग जज भी करते हैं, ट्राइंग टू पुल यू डाउन. ऐसा कभी तुमको महसूस हुआ कि ये क्यों हो रहा मेरे साथ? एंड देन यू वर, बिकॉज यू आर अ वेरी सेंसिटिव बॉय, आई नो. तो हाउ डिड यू tackle that, because होता है good bad.
Yeah, there are of course the benchmarks are much higher for people like me. When we came into the industry at that point of time, we had to do one after another hit. We have to give 3, 4 hits, 5 hits, and then people will say, "अच्छा ठीक है." Otherwise, if you come from outside the film industry, you do थोड़ा भी कुछ कर लिया, अरे यार, बड़ा चढ़ा के बहुत. So वो balance हो जाता है. There are advantages, disadvantages. I will not crib about it. I would not sulk about it. I never took it negatively. I was sensitive, but I never took it as, okay, this line is not good, or I'm unfair है ये. I looked at it as, okay, ठीक है, सबकी अपनी अपनी कोई ना कोई challenges तो है ही. मुझे कोई challenge मिली होगी तो कोई और challenge मिला होगा. ये सबकी अपनी destiny है. You have to keep working and keep moving forward and looking at things positively. And there was a lot of positivity also. Let's look at it that way. There are sections which will pull you down, but there is a lot of goodness also. There's a lot of huge section of the media that's very fair at the same time. So you look at the brighter side. Believe in yourself. Don't look at the detractors. Believe in yourself. Believe in your work. Believe in the beauty of hard work, and believe in the beauty of cinema. And just आगे बढ़ते रहो. That was my motto.
Did you ever speak to Ekta or Jitu ji or Shobha about your journey, your career, your film? Do you discuss cinema with them?
Yes, we discuss on a very lighter note about films in general. We don't discuss each other's work. We discuss क्या चल रहा है, क्या नहीं चल रहा है. हमारा एक फैमिली व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप है, और बट हम फिल्में भी अलग अलग देखते हैं. लाइक एकता अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ आती है, मैं अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ जाता हूँ, डैड अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ जाते हैं. So we don't cross each other's paths too much as far as our careers are concerned. When we meet and when we chat, it's more about the kids now. It's more about health. It's more about celebrating somebody's birthday or celebrating Raksha Bandhan ho ya Diwali ho ya some family occasion जहाँ cousins भी आ जाते हैं, so we don't discuss work so much at that point of time.
How much has fatherhood changed you? कैसे तुम्हारा लक्ष्य बदला उसके बाद? How did things change?
लक्ष्य ने मेरा लक्ष्य बदल दिया ज़िंदगी का. लक्ष्य ने मेरा लक्ष्य पूरा कर दिया I think ज़िंदगी का. It becomes more meaningful when you become a father and becomes more your life becomes more confident, more meaningful, has more purpose and sorted हो जाती ज़िंदगी. I would say you know exactly what you want to do in the day because you have someone to come back to, so you know that there is a goal waiting for you when you come back home. Even if because I'm not married, I have someone to come back to when I'm home, so I have my purpose, I have my goal, so I have a reason to go out and work also. Otherwise I was earlier working for myself. Now I'm working because I feel I have a life, that's complete, and I have somebody who looks up to me. So it makes me want to work hard. It makes me want to travel more for his sake, and I mean makes me want to be the best version of myself. So I think लक्ष्य बहुत ही inconspicuously आपका सारे लक्ष्य जो है बदलते रहते हैं और बढ़ते जाते हैं.